Chapter 5. On the first floor, Prussia dragged us through the northern corridor. We ended up in an open space with Japanese sliding doors and decorative swords. There wasn't much to look at, but there was a door to our left, which Prussia tried and managed to open. He and Franz fought to get through the door first, only to have Prussia fall flat on his face and Franz walk right over him. I walked in cautiously. Prussia was picking himself up, and Franz was exploring further into the room. There was a large open space just north of the door with 2 sliding door closets and another door at the end of the hall. "Maybe there's another clue in the closets," I suggested, while helping Prussia to his feet. "Let me check it out." No, I'll do it." Franz made his way through the northern part of the room. He reached to slide the door open when it opened on its own. A monster stomped out of the small space, slamming its claws into Franz's chest and sending him flying into a wall close to where we were. He landed with a squelch and left a trail of blood on the wall from the wounds which had gone right through him. "Franz!" I cried out. Beside me, Prussia was shaking. I could see 1,000 questions running through his hammer wheel mind as he tried to figure out what to do. Finally, he grabbed the sword attached to my hip and charged at the beast with a frightened war cry. Prussia managed to slice the monster's arm clean off before it was swatting at him with the other. It sent him barreling towards the wall where Franz still was, though thankfully uninjured. "Don't be an idiot!" Franz gasped, blood dripping from his mouth. "There's no way you could defeat that thing and make it away with your life. It grows stronger with every hit. Then I'll have to get stronger too." Prussia growled. He stumbled to his feet, the sword shaking in his grasp. "That isn't very likely." "Yeah, well, what else do you want me to do?" Franz struggled to his feet. Uncharacteristically brave look was pushed on his face. He was bleeding all over the hand which fought to contain his injuries. "Leave me the sword," he said. "But..." Franz snatched the sword from Prussia and hobbled closer to the monster. "Take Italy with you and run," he said. "No!" I screamed. I ran towards Franz and the monster, not knowing what I could do, only to have Franz kick my knee and send me to the ground. Prussia swept me up and slung me over his shoulder so I could see everything as we ran away. Franz barely got another step closer before the monster sank its teeth in, ripping out his throat and ruining his face in the process and sending blood everywhere. Franz got the sword stuck in its gut, but wasn't able to pull it back before he collapsed, body going into shock. Then the monster started coming after us. I let out a scream as the monster took its large lumbering steps towards us. Its mouth and fangs were full of Franz's blood, and the claws of its remaining arm were stretched out towards us. "Shit!" Prussia muttered. Don't worry, I can handle this." He used the key on the door, and it opened. As soon as we got in, he slammed it closed and locked it. He put me down just before the beast slammed against the door. "Oh God, it's not going to leave us alone!" I cried. "Don't worry, I'll think of something," Prussia said. He looked frantically around the room at the sparse furniture. There was a key on the table and a door on the other side of the room. He dragged me through the door while I flipped through the journal. He locked the door behind him just as the door outside cracked open, causing me to pause on one page in shock. I skimmed over the page and saw it mentioned a small vault in the kitchen with an elusive code. The vault held a key which would get us yet another step closer to freedom. But was it even worth it? With the rate we were losing people? I wondered for a moment. How many people did he lose during his journey? "I don't think it knows we're here," Prussia said. I turned to lean against the door, taking in a deep breath. I turned around too to see what looked like a prison cell. On the wall behind the bars were the numbers 4, 1, 3. Beside me, Prussia groaned. "Is that blood?" he asked. "There's blood everywhere in this house, I swear to God." "Don't swear to God." "It sounds like he can hear me in this house which he's forsaken. What kind of twisted God will allow this to happen?" "It's not his fault." "Probably. But getting angry at God can only make things worse." Prussia let out an angry sigh and punched the bars in front of us. He drew his fist back, clutching it to his chest in pain. So it was really stupid, wasn't it? He asked. People react to the death of loved ones in different ways, right? You're just mad about France and about our inevitable deaths too. No, we're not gonna die here. I promise, Prussia said with an uncomfortable smile. We're not scared. No, we're not. By now, those words held a sick sort of comfort for me, like just by hearing them, they magically became true. I knew Prussia didn't believe in himself, and Japan didn't either, but I was too trusting. They knew that. They took advantage of it to try and protect me. What are we going to do? I asked. It seemed like putting responsibility on Prussia, and relying on him relaxed him. He liked playing the role of big brother. You try memorizing the numbers. I'll see if it's safe. I didn't ask what he would do if the monster was waiting for us out there. For him, that wasn't an option. He was going to ward the monster off with sheer positivity. He unlocked the door and stepped out. For a few horrible seconds, I thought his silence meant something had happened. But soon the sound of his laughter reached my ears and rapidly melted into hysterics. I can't believe it! He exclaimed through his laughter. It's gone! We beat it with a locked door! Okay, but it might come back, so let's go! I said frantically. Let's try to find Germany and the others! Right, I hope West is still alive! He said it like a joke, because he didn't believe any other option was possible. We left the study completely blind to the mess France had become. We tracked the others to the kitchen pantry where they'd uncovered the vault. England was busy trying different combinations with Canada's help while the other two stood as questionable guards. Try the next one, England said with a sigh. We had a whole written list of number combinations to try and weren't even halfway through. Hey, you're back! America exclaimed as we walked in. Where is... Oh, we did all we could, I said. Don't apologize, it's not your fault, Prussia said. Even if it was, you wouldn't blame me, I muttered. What's that, a vault? Prussia asked. He stepped between Canada and England to inspect the small box. 4 numbers, he whispered. Oi, Ita, what were those numbers on the cell wall? 4130. Prussia twisted the combination key until it clicked, and the vault popped open. It's another key, Canada said. Another key? How many levels are there in this hellhole? England seethed. Take it easy, Iggy, America said. You don't want to overexert yourself in a place like this, Canada added. What does this key say? I asked. B, Prussia said. So bedroom? Germany suggested. Or bathroom, America added. What about basement? I said. Well, there's only one door left, so let's go find it, Prussia exclaimed. He held the key up above his head like a trophy. One door left? Will we get out soon? Canada asked. Nobody replied. France snatched the sword. Fuck's sake!